Hello everybody, and welcome to another Map and Lens ride out video. You join me in the middle of October on a Sunday morning, and as you can see, it looks like a beautiful sunny morning, and it is, but it's also biblically cold. It is freezing this morning. So I missed my usual Thursday night ride out, and I fancy a little bit of a blast the weekend before it's back to work and stuff again next week. So I thought I would have a little ride and take you with me on something that's affectionately known locally as the Helmsley TT, which is quite a popular road with local bikers. It goes from Stokesley to, as its name suggests, Helmsley. So that's from one North Yorkshire village to another. And we've just entered the village of Great Broughton, which is very nice and very pretty, except that there's traffic lights and roadworks, but normally it's very nice and very pretty. And as a mark of how cold it is this morning, I actually have the heated grips on, as you can see. Full 100% as well. So there you go. Now normally, this is a lovely, lovely riding road. And it still will be today, but it's just not the sort of day really to be giving it any form of welly, because the roads are just going to be or potentially too greasy. When I woke up this morning, there was actually frost on the car. So. Right, the first stop on the Helmsley TT ride out, after you've just gone through Great Broughton, which we just have, is on this corner is a place you can come and cut Christmas trees down, which is something that I've done in the past with my littlies. So it's just that place on the end there. So you can come here, you pay the little man over there, and then in this field on that side, you just see them sticking up. You can go over and cut yourself a tree, which is pretty cool. So if you've got littlies, they love that sort of thing, or mine did anyway. So hopefully you can see already those little twisty signs how much fun this road is normally. Sometimes, depending on what sort of ride we're doing on one of our Thursday night rides out, sometimes this makes up part of the route as we come this way. And then we now approach Clearbank. So Clearbank just takes you up into the hills. And there's a nice little viewing point on the left hand side, about halfway up. So we'll stop there and I'll get you some views. As long as we can get to the car park, guys. Not that it's going to be an issue today, but because this is a bit of a known bikers road, you do often get a little speed camera in the village at the top of this hill, but that won't be affecting us today because pedestrian, I think, is going to be the way to describe our progress today, probably. Try and give the Bridgestones on the Fazer plenty of opportunity to get nice and warm. Well, as warm as they can today. It's probably only going to be about 10-11 degrees today, so. Ooh, and in other news, I'm wearing leather bike pants for the first time in my life today. I always fancied a pair of leather pants ever since I used to watch Knight Rider as a kid. The Hoff used to often have them on in that show, but I don't know if there's many opportunities in adult life where you can get away with leather pants. and riding a bike is definitely one of them. What I am noticing is that while they're lovely and warm, they are much more slidey than a pair of jeans. So I'm having to grip the tank a bit more than I necessarily would. Nearly overshot the car back there because I was Susie talking to you about leather jeans. So here we go. This is the car back I was talking about. Get some nice views. Oh. There you go. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. So you've got Rosebery topping. That slightly strange shaped little hill in the background there. And then just to the right of it, Captain Cook's Monument. I've mentioned that before in a different video. That's a nice walk that a lot of local people do from one to the other. Not a bad part of the world. There you go. So that's a little view from the top of Clearbank. Well, halfway up really, so not quite the top. And then unfortunately, one of the world's most awkward junctions to get out of. On a bike anyway. Right. Onwards and upwards. And so far, how far are we out of Middlesbrough? What? 15 minutes probably? So if you're not from the Middlesbrough area, you hear all this smoggy nonsense everywhere, just remember this video. Yeah, it's got its areas, like everywhere has, but it's also got this. Right on its doorstep. Beautiful part of the world. Isn't there for a ride out, and I think it's probably getting close to the end of the season for most people now. So if you put your bike away when the weather comes down, I guess that ain't going to be a million miles away now. Little bikers cafe that we frequent on a Thursday night has already had its last late night now. I think what we got a couple of weeks until the clocks go back, something like that. The mark of it really getting a little bit nippier, so I guess there'll be a lot of bikes getting ready to be tucked up for the winter. It is my intention, as long as the weather allows, to try and keep her going a little bit. Whilst not wanting to get her covered in salt and grit and all manner of stuff that we throw on our roads when the weather starts getting bad in this country. And then back into the Nationals. Again, it's just going to be a nice gentle ride, I think, today. get a nice bit of a clear ride through as well, so you can experience the views rather than the back of another car or something. Yeah, spoken too soon, cars in the distance. This is only the second run out with the new camera as well, so looking forward to getting back and seeing what the images look like, because I know the old GoPro I used to have, when it got sort of dappled light like this that you get under trees and things like that, it used to really struggle. Wasn't really quite sure what to do with it, and you'd end up with this really not very pleasant quality video, I guess, at the end. So I'm hoping that this new Insta can handle that a lot better. Right, go past those guys so you can see some fresh air again and some nice views. Although it's on my doorstep, there's still quite a few stretches of it that I don't know, and there's quite a few stretches like that one where the road tightens up really quite severely, and also the surface is like abysmally bad, so you do have to be careful on this TT, because there's definitely some bits that'll catch you out. One of the good things is though, because it's a British road, you do get plenty of those warnings, with the central lines closing up and the slow and all that sort of jazz, so there's plenty of warnings. As long as you're paying attention, it's fine. If you catch this on a lovely quite summer's day, it is fairly spectacular to ride. Wouldn't be a ride out unless you saw a million GS's, would it? And then we come right out on the top now. And then there's a couple of patches of this road as well, just this little stretch here where they've got some decent sized potholes in, so you have to just be aware of that a little bit. Something as well, I am ready for a cup of coffee in Helmsley, because I am absolutely freezing and I am shaking. That's how bitterly cold it is out here this morning. And I've got, what am I wearing? I've got like a base layer, I've got then a t-shirt, then a hoodie, then a leather jacket with its liner fitted, and I am still cold. Dear, what's going on here? Seem to be causing ourselves a right fuss. away from whatever was going on there. They had little stickers in the window actually, so I'm not sure whether they were doing some sort of road rally or something. I can tell it's cold because I keep getting cramp in the top of my leg as well. And whilst no sports bike, the Fazer's pegs aren't exactly low, so your legs are at a bit of a bend. So when your hips get cold, you do get a wee bit of cramp. So now we're descending the other side of Claybank, down towards Helmsley. And a much needed cup of tea. I think I might need to get some thermal gloves for the winter. I think the fairing on the NT was significantly wider than it is on the Fazer. Isn't a surprise, I guess. But I don't ever remember my my fingers being in the airflow. But on the Fazer, they definitely are. Right, see how many other bikers have braved a crisp Sunday morning, shall we? Hopefully it's not so many that I can actually get parked. So this is Helmsley, another great spot. Gets quite busy in the summer, mind, but it's a lovely little village to have a walk around. Sometimes as well in the winter they set up a little ice skating rink just outside the front of the Black Swan Hotel on the marketplace, which is quite nice. Again, somewhere else I've taken my little E's when they were little, which they're not now. I have to say, even without the baffles in, this Scorpion exhaust is a little less obnoxious than the Delcovic one was. It's not as loud. This is the village of Helmsley. Little marketplace and a bit of bike city, including, look at that MV. Beautiful, isn't it? Some nice stuff there. Look at that thing. Oh, it's beautiful. Right. Time for a cup of coffee, methinks. And there we go, a little ride out to Helmsley. I had a cracking chat there whilst I was hanging around, drinking my cup of coffee with a fella called Rob, who had a beautiful, brand spanking new MV Augusta F3. Gorgeous bike. Lovely chap. Lots of cool stories. Nice guy. The weather has now beautifully picked up as well. There's actually a little bit of heat. But whilst I would love to continue and have a little ride out and maybe end up Stoke, out towards Whitby way, I already have plans for the day, so for me at least, it's time to head back out towards Borough. Although the weather's a little bit warmer, still going to need the old heated grips, methinks. Look at the beautiful blue skies. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's probably as good a place as any to leave it for a day, and to say, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you find yourself out this way, the Helmsley TT from Stokesay to Helmsley is very much worth a ride on. Get yourself a nice coffee stop in Helmsley and you'll see some nice bikes there as well. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And ride safe.